by Poonam. So today what we are going to do, we are going to make spinach and corn rolls. We are going to bake them. So here I have boiled and chopped spinach, which is about 200 grams, one green chili which has been chopped thinly, and 1 cup of boiled corn. So now what we have done, we put about 2 tablespoons of butter in a kadai, and we are going to put these. I think there's about 4 chopped garlics. We are going to put it in this first. Here the garlic is inside the kadai. Let it be a little. Let it get a little pink. Then we are going to put the spinach in this. Okay, now this has become a little pink, so let's put the corn inside. The corn goes inside. Saute it a little. Alright, when we're sauteing it, we're going to put a little salt. Do we have a little salt in the spinach also? Because when we boil, we put a little salt in this. So we're going to put a little salt in the corn also. About half teaspoon, because the butter is also salty and the spinach also has salt. Sauteing it for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we add a few chili flakes to this, according to your own taste, alright? And then we're going to put the spinach and the green chilies in this. See, now they are getting sorted together. Such a beautiful color has come. Once this material is totally dry, then we are going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh cream in this. Such a beautiful color has come as it is sauteing, and now till the time it is sorted and the water totally finishes in this, it will become totally dry. Then we are going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh cream, and we are going to keep it like this till the time it gets totally cool. This is for the filling of the roll. Till it is completely cool, we cannot fill the roll with this. Now this mix is totally dry. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of cream in this. That is all we have to do. Saute it for another 2 minutes, and then we will leave it to cool down. About 3 cups of flour with 2 teaspoons of milk powder and 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'm sieving them together. Our yeast is here for blooming. It is about to bloom. We have 3 teaspoons of yeast and 3 teaspoons of sugar in 1.5 cup of water. The water for yeast and for the blooming part, it has to be lukewarm. Now as you can see, the yeast has bloomed beautifully and our flour is here. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to this dry mix. 1 and 1 more we are going to add, and that's the second one. Now we have to knead this flour with this yeast mix only. We will not add another. We will not add more water to this. When you're kneading it, it has to be very sticky. It has to be sticky. Knead it for 5 minutes, and it will become very manageable and smooth after 5 minutes. Here, the mix is ready. If it is very sticky, then you can just add 1 more teaspoon of oil, and then you can knead it. So now this is ready. We are going to cover it with a wet cloth or a cling film for 45 minutes and keep it aside for rising. You cover it with a cling film, and now we are going to keep it for rising for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Right, now that's my mixture for the filling, which is totally completely dry. And then I have 1 cup of processed meat. I could not manage the pizza cheese. The mozzarella cheese I could not manage, so I had processed cheese, so I'm using that. 1 cup. We are going to mix this with this. All right, the whole thing. And we have Italian herb seasoning, which we are going to put on this liberally, the way you like it, according to your own taste. You can put garlic powder also if you wish to. It's all up to you. That's all. That's our dough, which is beautifully risen. Now we're going to punch it. We're going to punch it nicely. Yeah. It's become smooth, completely smooth. It's become beautifully risen dough. It is beautifully risen. Yeah. So our dough has been punched. We put a little flour on the slab where I'm going to punch this. So we're going to knead it like this again. It is a little sticky. Let it be. Punch it flat on the surface so that the gluten activates in the flour. You'll beat it nicely. Yeah. It'll get smoother the more you beat it. Yeah. That's all. Now we're gonna make 2 balls out of it, and then we're going to roll it in 2 rectangular pieces and fill it up now with the filling. That's my baking pan. I have greased it with a little oil before I put the rolls inside. Just grease it with a little oil. Alright, and you can put a little flour also in this so that the rolls don't stick on this. Here we made a rectangular thing with the first portion of dough. The other one is here. We're going to grease it with a little butter. Yeah. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put a filling over here, and then we're going to roll it up. Okay. You can add more chili flakes in this if you want to be a little more spicy. We can add more chili flakes on this. Right, now we're going to roll it. It has been rolled now. We're going to cut it now. Up the rolls, when you cut them like this, when you pick it up, just close the lower portion so that the filling doesn't come in outside. They have to be closed from the bottom. Here we've lined up all the rolls in this tray. Right now we are going to keep it for another 15 minutes, but we're going to brush them with this thing, normal milk at normal temperature, right? So we're going to brush them with milk, and then we'll again keep them for 20 minutes to rise. We have to brush them with a little butter also. We've done it with milk. Now we're going to brush them with a little butter too. Yeah, beautiful. See, again we have to put it in the preheat oven, which has been preheated at 180 degrees for about 3 minutes, and we're going to keep this inside that for another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we are going to bake it at the same temperature for another 20-25 minutes, and they'll be done. Right. You can add on a little more spice over this, as I like it to be more tasteful and to smell good, and a little more chili flakes. Right, and then they go for rising in the preheat oven. Yeah, now these rolls have been done beautifully, so we're going to take it out, let it cool down a little, then we'll take it out from the mold. Yeah, you can have a look at it. Gorgeously done up rolls, beautiful. We just need to take them out piece by piece. They actually pull apart, but let them cool a little, then we're going to do the plating. Yeah, now our sauces are ready, and the pull apart bread is also ready. I just want to show you how well it has been done. Just see this. It is really soft and the filling is beautifully done. Everything is beautifully done. You can see it from the inside also. All the rolls are baked beautifully.